Justine, we had the most wonderful weekend in Sonoma. We brought Petunia with us, and it was so random. We entered her in a dog show, and she won.
Well, I am not surprised. She is one special-looking dog.
I know. She's a Mexican hairless. They're not very common.
Funny. I didn't even know that breed existed.
Yes, I'm a prize-winning miniature Mexican hairless. But there's nothing miniature about me. I am as strong as a bull, as fearless as a luchador, as beautiful as a rose, and as tough as a cactus.
You know, I think fame has really gone to Petunia's head. While we were in Sonoma, everyone wanted to pet her and take photos with her, and ever since we've been home, she's been acting like a little diva.
As entertaining as a mariachi, as exhilarating as mezcal, as mysterious as a piñata.
They only give this award to one dog a year, and so that must mean Petunia's pretty special.
As special as Frida Kahlo, as visionary as Guillermo del Toro, as glamorous as Selma Hayek.
Well, congrats, Petunia. World's ugliest dog, 2020.
Ugly? ¿Qué?
So ugly, you're so cute.
Unbelievable.
I know, you better believe it.
I'm disgusted.
All the judges said she was disgusting.
Carly, when you entered Petunia in the contest, who walked her?
Justine, I did.
Well, funny, because it also says here, winner of owner/pet look-alike contest.
Now that's believable.
Hello! And well, this is not a sketch, by the way. This is the introduction. Welcome to our rewritten show. This is our one and only scripted show. We host it once a month. It differs from our typical layout of shows in that we rehearse and we learn lines, and everything else we do is improvised. So this is quite the production. Takes a lot of coordination, and we all write our own sketches. Like, we contribute to the sketches, we even have students contribute to sketches. And it's an in-theater production, so it's a very cool thing. So in the show, what differs from improv is we've got these props. As Joe is setting up behind us with all the intention in the world. How lovely. Yes, Scrabble. So we set props up. We do costume changes. That puppy is not always dressed like a puppy. That puppy wears human clothes, typically, which you may see later on. I don't think she'll be featured as a puppy any other part of the show. We do not ask for as many contributions from the audience, but there will be certain parts where we do ask you to participate, in which case we hope you do so with excitement and gusto, and you don't feel embarrassed or any of the like. Joe is still setting up, so I'm going to keep talking.
So if they're ready, we can go.
Unless the cast is ready. The cast is ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Welcome to the 2020 Florida Scrabble Championship in Orlando. This is the moment we have all been waiting for. We are down to the final two contestants. This is for all the marbles, bragging rights as the Florida Scrabble Champion of 2020. Now let's meet our contestants. From Sarasota, Sandy. Sandy, I understand you're a public speaker and a life coach.
Yeah, I've been speaking in public since I was such a little kid, and I was so good at it, so I decided I'm going to do that professionally. And then recently I found out that you could coach people on how to live their lives. So I was like, I'm going to do that. And I met Joe here on the bus ride over, and now I'm her life coach. And how exciting is that? Joan's going to go places. She's got the the confidence.
Okay, sorry to cut you off, Sandy, but we do
That's okay.
have a time constraint.
That's fine.
Our other contestant is Joan from Naples. Joan, I understand you are a librarian.
I once met a librarian, and I mean, like, she was surprisingly really loud for a librarian. Isn't that hilarious? Let's break stereotypes for everyone, including librarians. I'd love that. That's so exciting.
Okay,
So-
it is time to get started. Players, please take your seats.
Sure.
The tiles have already been chosen, so let's start the game. Sandy, you are randomly selected to go first.
Oh, fun! Okay. Ooh, oh my gosh. All right. So, yeah. I just love Scrabble. I've played ever since I was a little girl. I don't know about you, Joan, but oh my god, I'm so good
Okay,
at it.
Sandy plays her first word. Ferret. 9 points, a good start.
So, my roommate in college had a ferret, and it, like, didn't live that long. It was probably like 6 or 7 days. But they were the funnest 6 or 7 days ever, and I feel like a ferret is like a lonely person's pet, but, you know, it was still pretty fun. I don't call myself lonely, but I definitely borrowed him for some snuggle sessions on the couch, and then he would hide in the couch and get kind of lost, and then was like, did the ferret die or escape? I don't know. It's probably still under that couch.
Okay, Joan plays her first word. Quiet. 14 points to take the lead.
Joan, I'm so impressed with you. And you know what's funny? What's funny is when you do like words like Q and U, they always go together, and it's like they're the best of buddies. You know what I mean? Like 2 letters that just always are a pair. That's like you and me, Joan. We're best friends. We're gonna be best friends for a very long time. I can tell. Just like a Q and U.
Okay, Sandy plays the word fox. A small word, but a big 13 points.
See, I think it's just such a cute word, fox, and it rhymes with so many things like box and blocks. Oh my god, I love bagels. And you know, it's like my favorite Disney movie was Fox and the Hound because I liked it more than Bambi because a deer doesn't die in it. But you know, it's still kind of sad. It's like, what's with Disney and sad animal movies? I don't understand. I don't want to cry anymore, you know what I mean? So it's just like, just happy movies for me from now on. I don't know about you, Joan, but like, I'm just like a big Disney fanatic, and you know, it's just, you know, childhood memories.
Okay,
nostalgia.
wow, what a play. Chatterbox. 24 points, and it is a double word bonus for a total of 48 points.
Jeez, you know, Joan, you're gonna be a tough competitor. I underestimated you. I really did, my friend. But you know what? This is gonna be great because I got something for you. I've got something for you. You're gonna love this. Okay, this is really good. I don't do this for just anybody, but I'll do this for you. Let's get the competition going. You know what I mean, Joan? Joan, get it, Joan?
Okay, and Sandy responds with a big word of her own, oblivious.
You like that, Joan? Yeah, I do too. I think it's great. Yeah, it's just friendly competition. I mean, you're just so right. Look at you. Look at you looking at your blocks. You know what you're going to do next. You've got this, Joan. Joan, I believe in you, Joan. This is all you, girl. I'm so excited. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to look at where you're putting down. I'm so excited to open my eyes and see what you're playing right now. This is like what I live for. Other than life coaching and speaking in public, but this is what I live for too.
Okay, looks like Joan is trying to use the word OMGSTFU. I don't think those acronyms will work, but let's check with the judges. They are conferring.
Joan, why would you do an acronym? That's not like you. I mean, I know I barely know you, but that's not like you. I have a good read on people, Joan. It's just like, they're never going to go for that. They're never going to pass that.
Okay, looks like the judges have made a decision. Joan, as much as they agree with you, they regret that they have to disallow that word. Sorry, Joan, please make another play.
Joan, you know what? When we go low, they go high. Is that how that goes? I'm not sure. But you know what? You can put your boots on, tie those boots real tight, and get back on that saddle. You know what I mean? Come on, Joan. You've got this. You've got a good word going for you. I can feel it. We're going to get over this acronym problem right now, Joan. I feel you, Joan. You ready?
Okay, Joan has made her move. Oh my, she played the word bitch. And that puts her over the top. We have a winner!
Oh my gosh,
Congratulations to our 2020 Florida Scrabble champion. Joan, do you have anything to say?
Well, I have something to say. I know that seems like a surprise, but I have something to say. Joan, I'm getting the feeling like you don't want me to be your life coach. Like you don't want this. I mean, come on, speak up for yourself. Say something, you know what I mean? Let's go put it on a vision board, okay? I'm here. I've got it. Come on, let's go. Let's go plan your whole life together. We can do
Or when the sun is down
Maybe I'll go running. I just
we wish
I I'm rollerblades.
Cindy, even though Grandma's ceremony was sad, it was still nice to hear all those stories about her. She was like so perfect.
Well, not perfect, but she did live a full life. 92 years of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can only hope for the same. Let's look at this box that the boys brought from the attic. From the writing on it, it seems like it's full of Grandma's sentimental things.
I guess I could use a tearjerker.
Oh, it's Bobo. Remember when she used to tell us all those stories to tuck us in so we could sleep with Bobo?
Yeah, do you also remember that she used to put Bobo outside of our bedroom door at night? And she told us that Bobo turns into Slasher if we get up out of bed, and if we try to leave the room, he'll cut our Achilles tendon.
Of course, yeah, but you know what? She was just joking, and it kept us sleeping, right? Oh,
Oh, her whiskey bottle. She really did love her granny juice. There's something engraved.
to use when the grand critters are around. This must be a gag gift or something. Yeah.
For a gag gift, she really had it handy whenever we were there.
Oh, I know. These are the bracelets she used to let us make at Arts and Crafts.
She didn't let us make these. She made us make them. She used to make us make 20 before noon, or we couldn't have lunch.
Come to think of it, she did have us in a basement with like half a dozen kids that we didn't know. It's like an assembly line. You know what? Like after 1,000 of these, it wasn't even fun anymore. Oh, cookie sugar.
Yeah, the cookie sugar that Grandma used to make us run down to the corner and give to some random guy, and then that random guy would give us $100, and then when we brought back the $100 to Grandma, she would give us cookies.
You know, as a kid, I didn't realize, but that's a lot of money for sugar. Wait a minute.
Now you're getting it.
Grandma was using us to drug traffic?
Ding,
What?
ding.
How dangerous is that? You know, I'm starting to think that Grandma wasn't so perfect after all. You know, maybe I'm not so mad that you accidentally switched her medicine and caused her to die.
Oh, it truly was a terrible accident.
I'm being
third time I took my lunch. Just leave my lunch alone.
I'm sorry, but I'm working in front of a crowd and I need to be sharp and on top of my abilities. So I will eat your lunch if I wish to eat your lunch.
This discussion's not over. I got it.
I'll see you on the bridge.
Okay, this is not the bridge. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Late Night at the Spotlight. Woo! Now, whenever I say Late Night at the Spotlight, I need you guys to give me a big round of applause. So, welcome to Late Night at the Spotlight. Alright, so now I'm going to need two things from you guys, okay? Number one, I'm going to need a made-up documentary name.
Alien's Life.
What is it?
I don't know.
Alien's Life?
Sure, why not?
Alien's Life. Alien's Life. Alright, okay. Number two, I need someone to take out their cell phone and bring up a text screen that they're willing to share up here. Our actors are going to forget their lines, so anyone.
She's got it.
It's
fine. She'll do it.
Okay.
What is it?
Like with my son?
Sure. No, that's okay. And your name? Susan. Susan. Okay. All set? All right. It's not over. Okay, guys, we're going live in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome to Late Night at the Spotlight. Thank you for joining us. We have a lovely show coming up for you. Lots of hot topics, great personalities. I can't wait for you to get a taste of it. Let's bring out our first guest. We'll get straight to it. Her name is Jessica. She was a participant on a reality show. Get out here, Jessica. Oh, hi, Jessica. What is this? Get up. Wow.
It's
Wow.
it's hot. Yeah, go ahead, touch it.
Oh, wow. This is real? This is
No,
actual living thing?
it's not real. It's faux fur because I don't do real. I'm part of PETA. PETA,
Oh.
not like pita bread. PETA, the organization.
Oh, no, I'm familiar. I'm absolutely familiar. So you joined us today to talk about your associations with PETA. What more did you want to share with us? I did my research, but I want you to tell the lovely people. What are you here for?
I'm here because I'm in a search for love, and it hasn't been very easy for me. I'm just so pretty that nobody wants to love me.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I don't know if you noticed, I'm touching 2 of your fingers right now.
I don't
No intimidation.
Yeah, I don't think you deserve that. I'm sorry. It's just that most of the guys that fall in love with me are just so young, and I'm just needing someone mature, and I just don't want to have to tell them, do not use my car unless you ask, please.
Alright, let's give it up for not letting people use your cars unless you ask. And only the youth do that. I would never do that. I'm also not a young man.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're telling me that, but okay.
It's my show.
Sorry,
Yes.
are we going to talk about my new documentary?
Oh yes, okay. Well, I did my research on that. Your new documentary, Alien's Life, is coming out 2022. June, give it up. Tell us about it.
So it's my search for love in another planet. I figured that aliens, they're probably a lot older than they look, and so I don't have to let them borrow my car or anything.
They don't need vehicles. From what I know, they levitate.
That's right.
Let's give it up for other life forms here at Late Night at the Spotlight. So I have a final question for you. What do you think your chances are of meeting a suitable mate across the skies?
I mean, have you seen me?
I have. I choose not to pay attention anymore.
I think that the possibilities are infinite. I don't know, maybe I can have a flock of aliens and they can handle this one person because I just don't think that anyone can handle this person.
All right, well, my case is rested. Let's give it up for Jessica.
Thank you.
That was crushing. We are going to go to break. We have a commercial break, and I have, I don't know, gonna eat some snacks, I guess.
Gosh darn it, Katie. I got video.
I don't need this right now. I just got rejected by an alien model.
She didn't eat your lunch.
What?
Got it, Chubbs.
I'm hurt right now. I don't think about food when
It's
I'm
not
hurt.
over. It's not over. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're going back from commercial break in 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo!
Welcome back to Late Night at the Spotlight. Woo! You all are so lovely. I appreciate your support. We have a wonderful act coming up. It's a musical guest.
Oye, Jamie,
Abuela.
¿qué tú haces haciendo un show? Why are you here? There are people here. Someone here is patient 1000, okay? Do you not see the movie Contagion from 1995? Lo estaba viendo en Netflix and everybody died in terrible. Yeah, you cannot do a show.
You don't want to greet me? You're just upset with me?
I am not supposed to kiss you.
Okay. I'm
They
sorry.
prohibit it in muchos countries, okay?
I just don't want you to be angry
Also,
later.
I don't want to give away that I'm not American. Pero hear me.
Yes.
So, doing a TV show for all 30 people that are watching and the 10 people that are here is worth it for you to get sick.
Yeah, why are you here? I don't want you to get sick,
Well,
Abuela.
because I saw you on the TV, because I'm person number 9. The 10th one is my doggy Rolo. And then I'm like, ay Dios mío, and I called the Uber, and not me, tu primo Juanito called the Uber, because the telephone, no, I know nothing about that. And then I came here as soon as I could, and I tipped the guy $5. He's like, no, and the app, and I'm like, Apple, no say, okay. So
That's a lot of work. I mean, we had a musical act coming up. Are you just...
¿Tú sabes qué? And she called in sick. I do this for sympathy. Oh, my little sicky one. Every time you cough, I think I corona. Oh, vitamina started not to take corona. Never gonna stop. No. Such a word, but always give a knee to a touch for the 100 kind. Don't get close to me. Close enough to give me the corona. Keep on walking. Remember to repeat the one I never had to do. No. Not even a trick. Always for the better for me. I know corona. I know corona. No, corona. No. I know. Viva Morón! No, wait, no! I'm too young to die, I'm only 85, no! Go Viva Morón! Dale! Ahí! When you gonna cover up? Ponte un suéter because corona. When you gonna wear some chance. Tanta suciedad always get the corona. Never gonna stop. No, always no alcohol. Clean with the fabuloso. Be all the power of the fabuloso.
My abuela just saved the day. Can you believe that? All it takes is some spray. We're all preserved from death. All right. Well, that was our show today. Normally, there's not rejection involved. Come back next month to see if somebody embraces me with open arms.
It's the big meeting, and you're presenting your pitch to the marketing team. Too bad Janice from accounting is there, fresh off her divorce and back from her much-needed girls' trip, perky as ever. You try to focus on stock figures and projection models, but there's only one thing your body wants to project. Before you know it, you're faced with a sea of shocked faces and glaring disapprovals. From the makers of Viagra comes the brand new medication guaranteed to kill any mood, Limperol. Limperol works as a blood vessel constrictor and libido suppressor, targeting both the physical reaction and the emotional catalyst for any unwanted appearance of your third appendage. Take Limperol just 10 minutes before any potential situation to ensure that your special friend does not make an unexpected visit. Great for work conferences, dinner with the in-laws, locker room conversations with the boys, and more.
I started taking Limperol when the firm hired Becky for the Carlson case. It was a great way to get a good glimpse while still maintaining office professionalism.
The coach gave me Limperol after he caught me looking at the Playgirl that I stole off of his desk. Now we can both focus on beating the Raiders Friday night, and I can still enjoy watching the guys at practice on the down low.
This is the first Thanksgiving seeing my mom after her plastic surgery.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't want anybody thinking any fighting business, and after all, she's my mom, but a new rack is a new rack. With Limperol, the only burst I'll be enjoying is the one of the turkey.
Limperol for when you need to suppress your manly urges, because let's face it, you might not be mature enough to control yourself, but you're smart enough to not want things to get freaky. Warning, side effects include penis enlargement, permanent penile shrinkage, erectile dysfunction, bloody urine, bloody semen, awakening of latent homosexuality, awakening of latent heterosexuality, early depression, desire to be a eunuch, and slight migraine. It's Just the News with Casey Corge and Erica Montega.
Good evening, and welcome to Just the News.
I'm Casey Corge.
And I'm Erica Montega.
Let's get to the news.
A Florida police department announced that for any individuals worried that their drugs may be contaminated with coronavirus, that they will be providing COVID-19 testing for free. However, if they do find the drugs have been contaminated with the virus, they will be required to quarantine the owner for 3 to 5 years. Also free of charge.
On February 27th, firefighters were called to Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom when one of the boats used on the Jungle Cruise ride sank. Many called this a cheap marketing stunt carried out by Disney in order to promote the new Jungle Cruise movie coming out in July, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But I think it's evidence that anything Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is tied to sinks.
That's it. We got big Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson fans. Seriously. The Texas Rangers enlisted the help of local school students to break in their new Globe Life Field with a one-time event they called the Super Flush, a flushing of all 300 of the stadium's bathrooms at once. However, fans in Miami were confused by the name of the event, as our baseball stadium is also the host of a Super Flush, the Marlins.
Lots of Marlins fans in the room too, apparently. Also in sports news, Gritty, the Philadelphia Flyers mascot, was cleared of assault charges earlier this month after being accused of punching a 13-year-old boy in the face.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Oh, yeah, this Gritty? Yeah, the one who looks like he's been hit by a puck a few times, more than a few times. This Gritty, the Gritty that's been living under my bed since I was 7. Yeah, this Gritty, the one that looks like Grimace, if Grimace had a System of a Down in Quaaludes phase. This Gritty, the one that looks like the devil's broomstick personified. This Gritty, the only NHL mascot to take an annual road trip through backcountry with Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah, that Gritty. Big friggin' surprise. Before we continue, we'd like to thank our sponsor. Any sponsor, throw out a name. Coke. Coke. Just what you ordered. Coke. Just what you ordered. Didn't specify. No. This past week, Oprah took a tumble while on stage in Los Angeles. Thankfully, she wasn't seriously injured. No broken bones were reported at the time. However, she has since said that her ankle has started to turn the color purple. We hope that she gets better soon. Wildlife officers in Tennessee said they responded to a distress call of a reported injured bald eagle. When they arrived at the scene, they found the eagle was actually not injured at all. It was nearly too full to fly because it ate too much. When reached for comment, the eagle explained that he just wanted to be the most accurate symbol of America. Oh, we got big America fans. Apparently. All right. In music news, due to a lawsuit filed over trademark disputes, 2 band members of the band Journey have been fired. In a statement, Journey's remaining members explained they stopped believing, so we had to go our separate ways. However, the 2 band members that were fired remain confident that they will be rehired, saying,
Just wait for the verdict. Then we'll really see who's crying now. Unfortunately for them, the band seems firm in their decision, saying no matter what happens, they will never be welcomed back with open arms. No Journey fans in the room, clearly.
And what's more American than Journey and a bald eagle that's too fat to fly? Fast food! Fast food chain KFC began their nationwide search for a professional finger licker to be featured in an upcoming ad campaign, quickly receiving an overwhelming number of applicants. Unfortunately, all hopeful applicants actually, rescinded their submissions as soon as they learned that they'd be licking the fingers of Jed.
Poor Jed. I'd like to take this moment to remind all our viewers that Just the News would not be able to bring you the latest and breaking news if it wasn't for
Water hoses.
water hoses. If you need a shower, water hoses. As fear of the coronavirus continues to grow, country officials from around the globe are saying that the best chance for their citizens to combat the virus is to always wash their hands. France has instead asked people to first and foremost avoid kissing. All right? The French government said that while French kissing is famously the most popular form of kissing, it is also a good way to spread germs. So instead, they are recommending that if people must, that they practice Canadian kissing, which will be more effective at stopping the spread of the virus.
Why? What's Canadian kissing?
Oh, it's when somebody leans in to kiss you, and then you push them away, and you go, sorry! And then you speed skates for Tim Hortons.
Oh. Virginian Democrats announced they intended to rectify an outdated law which states that only married couples can legally have sex. Once the announcement was made, they noticed a surge in the number of unwed couples applying for marriage license, all who stated their reasoning, once it becomes legal, it's not fun anymore.
That's why I'm here.
A lot of virgins. Cool.
I mean, they're all fans of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So guys, sadly, this past week, Joe Kalam, the founder of Trader Joe's, passed away.
Let's pour one out for Joe.
Not too much.
Don't worry, it's just $2 Chuck. Joe wouldn't want us to spend money on good wine.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't want that. Funeral services for Joe were held a few days ago, but unfortunately attendance was scarce. Mourners who had hoped to be present to pay their respects said that they just couldn't find any parking.
While promoting her new documentary for Hulu, Hillary Clinton revealed that while discussing the Monica Lewinsky scandal, she felt drained. Bill Clinton later tweeted, #MeToo. No Hillary Clinton fans in the room, clearly. Before we go, we'd like to thank our final sponsor for Just the News, which is... Cool.
Gold Bond.
Gold Bond. Don't
Stop.
believing.
Gold Bond. Thank you for tuning in this evening. I'm Erica Mantega.
And I'm Erica Mantega.
And this has been Just the News.
edition of College Quiz 305. The game show will invite the best and brightest from universities from across the country to compete in answering academic questions in the exotic paradise of Miami. All right, let's start by meeting our contestants. First up, from Princeton University, Yane Papasinsal. How are you, Yane?
It's actually Jane, and yes, I'm quite ready. I'm on my second postdoctorate degree in a variety of studies, so yes, I'm ready.
Well, good luck, Yane. Our next contestant, Yon. Yon, I see you spent some time at Yale. What were you arrested for?
What? Arrested? No, not jail. Yale. Yeah, and my name is John.
Okay, good luck, Yon. Finally, Maria Stacy.
Sabi, ¿cómo estás?
You went to Miami-Dade College.
That's right, 305 to like that. Hello.
You are a returning champion. Are you ready to defend your title?
Oye, sí, hello.
Well, then let's get started! First question. Name one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world.
The Pyramid of Giza.
No, sorry.
The Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Oh, no, that's not right.
Oye, the answer is Coral Castle. Hello.
Correct. Point para Maria Stacy. It's at this point in the game where we remind our audience that the questions have been provided and supplied by Ivy League students. And the answers to those questions have been supplied by people who have never lived in Miami-Dade County. Next question. Question 2. What is the capital of Florida?
No, that's easy. It's Tallahassee.
Oh, almost.
I'm sorry, I was going to say Tallahassee too.
Oye, the answer is Miami. Hello. Tallahassee, please, por favor.
Next question. Who is next in line to be queen?
The Princess of Cambridge, of course.
Sorry, no.
Oye, the answer is Gloria Estefan. Hello.
See, Mommy, 10 points.
Are we being pranked?
Next question. What was the very first college established in the United States?
Wait, I think I'm getting the hang of this game. University of Miami.
Oh, so very close. University of Miami is correct, but you have to start and answer with, oh yeah! That means, once again, Maria Stacy is our prize today is a trip to an exotic foreign land.
Ay, Dios mío, es en Broward County.
We'll see you next week on College Quiz 305!